are you a game developer? Because I know you had a game called His and Her, and then you also
Yeah.
have like some other stuff. Do you develop games?
Well, I used to. I used to do iPhone apps, iPhone games, and Android games, and I got kicked off the Android App Store.
What'd you do?
Made a game called Titty Clicker.
Oh. So,
Seriously, dude.
Welcome back to the show. We got a great one for you today, ETA Prime, and we talk about a lot of different things from YouTube, emulation, single board computers, raising a family and kids, other things that are kind of going on around in the community, and you get to find out what is Titty Clicker. So I know you're going to like this one. Listen up and enjoy.
what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of This Show Has No Name, but we interview cool people, and this is a hot one. This is a really good one. We got a really special guest for you, Mr. ETA Prime, Mr. Single Board Computer himself.
What's
How's
going
it
on?
going?
How you guys doing?
It's really good to have you on the show. I mean, I really feel like you've become kind of a like not to like. Sorry, I'm not trying to stroke you off all so soon, but I get a lot of people in my channel and I see it all over the forums and stuff, and everyone always like whenever I see people ask a question like, "What do I do to my Pi?" or how do I install this thing?" Everyone's like, "ETA Prime, ETA Prime. Look at this tutorial, ETA Prime." So you become like this like legend in the community. How's that been? How's it feel?
I wish I could answer everybody's questions, man, but like even right now, I got 65,000 emails
No
from YouTube
way.
on my iPhone right now. Like no joke. Those are comments and messages and everything.
Oh wow. So what do you do? Like at that point, once I get 65, I feel like I got to throw my phone in a fire or something. At that point,
I,
like it's just kind of
I just
helpless.
let it go, man. Like I got 1 terabyte of Google Drive, so that'll carry over to my Gmail. And I try to answer as many as I can. But if I wake up in the morning and I got 300 comments, I can't do it. It's physically impossible. I got a full-time job, two
Wow.
kids. It's pretty crazy.
Dang. And you upload like what's I mean, I don't track you down that much, but I think like you're pretty like occasionally you'll skip a day, but then you'll like upload like three the next day. Like I think
Yeah,
on average you do what, like about a 1.5 to 2 a day?
yeah. Like I try to get at least one out, but every Thursday I take the day to do Launchbox videos. I do their tutorials. So
Oh wow.
late for the past 3 months, I haven't been doing anything on Thursday. I'll try to make a video to put it out, but it usually doesn't work out.
So how many single computers do you have now? I think you did a video the other day where you had a table full of them. It was like almost close to a dozen.
I got like 30, dude.
What? So this
Like
actually, go ahead.
I got 6 boards that I haven't even opened up yet. Like haven't
Wow.
even done videos on. Just I don't have time to do it.
Wow. So here's the kicker. You actually weren't invited on this show. Your wife called me. This is an intervention. You have a problem, man.
Everybody on Facebook was like, "Dude, you got a problem. You need to stop." I'm like, "I can't." Like every new one that comes out, I try to get it. These $300 boards that I've recently got, like there's a Snapdragon 820,
Yeah.
the best single computer ever, but it's not made for makers. So I
Right.
can't recommend it to my audience. Maybe a few people might go out and splurge and buy one, but I just can't make many videos because the comment section's full of that's way overpriced, man. I know it is. Like I
Yeah.
completely understand, but I love single board computers, so
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of carved that out for you. Do you think that's why Raspberry Pi videos are so popular? Is because it's 35 bucks for a Pi 3 or 5 for a zero?
yeah, $35. I mean, and then when you factor in everything else, like if you don't have anything, you're gonna get up to about $70.
Oh, like as far as like micro SD and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
you get a
Yeah.
nice, it's 64 or 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller.
128, you're doing it again here, ETA. You're balling out your audience. Your audience can't afford the
Yeah.
128s.
Well, dude, they were like $25 at Walmart. I bought 4 of them like last week,
Oh,
2 weeks
dang,
ago.
you came up. That's good. They're normally like 45, 50. So that's
Yeah,
like half off. Nice.
I had to pick them up.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Yeah, 275 for a single board is pretty outrageous.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
crazy.
So what's actually in your living room? Like out of all these single board computers, like you're making videos out of these, but what are you actually using like when you're not making videos?
Android Shield TV,
Oh,
the
really?
NVIDIA Shield. Yeah,
What draw? Why do you have that over all these other single board computers?
I have had this one, since this is the first gen that I got. I've had it since it released. My kids use it every day. 'Cause, like, I don't have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, one twentY eight plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a keyboard, mouse, controller. You know, 128 plus a nice power supply. You don't even have a key It's been out there for, I guess, 2 years now, 2.5 years. I guess I've had it
Yeah.
covered in cat fur and dust, and it's still working. Never had
Wow.
to reset it or anything. So, like, I just leave it there. The kids mess with it. I found it on the floor. It was actually the bottom had come off of it. My son knocked it off. I just slapped it back together, and it works fine.
Dang. Nvidia needs
Everything
to
just
start
works.
sponsoring you, man.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, I love it. I actually got two of them. I got one in my wife's room too.
Oh, nice. Nice. And so that does everything, right? You can do games on that. You can install
Yeah,
emulators on it. You can run Netflix, Hulu, pretty much everything, right?
everything.
Nice. What do you use for streaming? Do you use Kodi or do you use is it its own little operating system?
Yeah, well, I use Kodi on that, but like for me, every single night I watch Netflix, man. I pay for Netflix and I watch it,
Yeah. You watching
Had it
anything good?
here, so no, there's nothing good. Like
No?
I've seriously rewatched Family Guy, all the episodes, like 4 times, man.
Wow.
Like that's
Wow.
it.
Wow.
I can't, like Samurai Jack. That's the one thing I was streaming was Samurai Jack, the
Okay.
new season. I love it, man.
But
Like that's the
no.
last show I watched, dude.
So you're into comics. Do you any like what about Orange is the New Black or Sense8 or House of Cards, Master of
I've
None?
never tried them, man. I just
Oh,
can't,
okay, you got to get in. You
Yeah,
got. There's a
like I
lot
tried
on there.
watching. Was it Iron Fist? Such a
Yeah,
horrible
yeah,
show.
yeah.
A lot of
Well,
people loved it. A lot of people hated it. But Cage was really good.
yeah, that's what people were saying. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that got really, really good raves from all over the place. Let's do a little storyline here because, like, if you go to your first video, it's you like popping a wheelie on this, RC car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my like. I love. I'm addicted to RC cars. I never talk about it on my channel, but I got like 10 of them, and I can't get enough of them. So
And you also make a lot of Forza videos too, so you like racing cars not only in
yeah,
person but on the consoles as well.
yeah. Forza is the only console game I've played in years, except for Zelda, like the new Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Still been playing. So
Nice. So you started with cars, and you're just really into them. So you started taking these videos. What? This is like 4 years ago. No, this
yeah,
is 6 years ago almost.
six
It's
years.
five and a half, like five
And
and a half,
even
close
look
to
at the
6.
title. Like I never even named it.
No, I know you just dragged and dropped it right in
Yeah.
there. Nice. And then for a couple years there, you were making like kind of just like random comment, like almost videos. You were trying to do like cinematic like trailers and things like that, from what I was looking at.
Oh yeah, yeah. My dad used to live with me, and he had Alzheimer's,
Yeah,
and
I
we
saw.
used
Oh,
to
that
just
way.
mess around, man. Like we had to put him in a home about 3 years ago now. But dude, it was rough.
Yeah, I bet. I can only imagine. I mean, 3 years of that is rough. I mean, it's a long time. I mean, you guys did really well. Most people would have put their dad in a home immediately.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So you started, but you started with that, and he's pretty funny, by the way. So it's cool that you guys made those videos. So if you guys haven't checked them out, there's some good videos in there. But it seemed like you almost had like a thing for filming. Did you have a thing for filming, or what was like your reasoning for uploading? Like, what was like your motivation?
I just wanted to put some stuff up, man. That's pretty much it. Like I never thought about doing videos on YouTube. I really wish, and I know a lot of people say this, I wish I would have started a long time ago. Like
Right,
seriously doing it. Yeah.
like when YouTube, like the dawn of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would be up to like over 1 million subscribers by now.
And then like the Nexus 7 NES controller, I think was my first
Yeah,
emulation video. Yeah.
but it didn't really hit off. I noticed your first hit video was like an SNES emulation video. I
For
think.
like the Amazon Fire Stick, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, and he had a whole couple series. So tell me what happened when that happened. Like, what was did it hit pretty hard, or is it kind of hit over the years?
Over the years, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's hit hard. Like it's just a matter of getting it done and letting them sit. And it
Right.
sucks because I do a lot of tutorials. With tutorials, I don't do news. Everybody wants news every day.
Right.
One person needs a tutorial, they'll watch the tutorial, they'll do it, that's it. So it's really hard to get by with those.
Yeah, they're kind of down and dirty. Like, I'm in, I'm out. Later, dude.
Yeah.
But to your point, but one of the pros that we just said, it stays the test of, well, sometimes, but there's people that are repeat customers. They come back to that same video, especially with the
Yeah.
Raspberry Pi and things like that, like years later, right? This is legacy footage that'll last for until people stop buying Raspberry Pis.
Yeah, just let it. I'll just let it sit.
So, and then you have a lot of Forza videos and some other things. Did you have any kind of routine, or was it kind of just
It was.
haphazard
I
uploading?
was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video of this and put it on YouTube. That's it.
You
I
just
mean,
got inspired on,
yeah, that's it.
so you didn't even have a plan. You were just like, let's make this video. Here we
Yeah,
go.
that's. I mean, that's it.
We start fast forwarding, so you kind of had this like haphazard, kind of just did it, and uh, then now you're at 50,000 subscribers. Like, when did you really see that kind of take off? Because I bet you it was fairly recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, within the last year, definitely. Like, and it's so hard to get to that 50. From 40 to 50 felt like forever.
Really? I
Oh
thought it went
yeah.
really fast, from my
And,
opinion. But
well, everybody says that too. They're like, "Oh, it went fast." I'm like, "Dude, it feels like forever for me." Like I used to wake up in the morning and check Social Blade. Like I'll wait 4 days now to check my subscribers.
did you ever get any advice from anybody, or are you kind of self-taught on this stuff?
No, I didn't even look up I didn't even look up how to make a thumbnail or how to do a YouTube video. Like, and
Yeah.
that's my downfall of social media. Like I got Facebook, that's it. If I did more with social media, it would be I just don't have time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we called each other yesterday to coordinate this, and we the first thing we started talking about, that came up, between two YouTubers is, ad revenue, because as much as we would love to do this for free, with you and me, and tell me if I'm wrong, at this point, as much as we're doing it because we love it, we're also doing it because it adds, especially you have a family to pay for and things like that, so every little bit I'm sure helps. And so YouTube's algorithm recently and their advertising has gone down significantly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are making less money, even though their views are going up and they're having more content consumed. Is that happening to you right now?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like last month was my best view month, pretty much ever. I had almost 1 million views in 28
Wow.
days,
Wow.
and my ad revenue it was horrible. Like I was like, this is crazy, man.
Have
Like
have you ever thought about quitting your job and going YouTube full time?
no, no.
Never.
The the thing is, I can't make enough money on YouTube. I hardly make anything. Everything I make goes back in. Most of these single board computers and stuff are sent to me by companies for review. A lot of the stuff I buy myself. Like
Yeah.
I will always say, hey, they sent me this.
Right. So the little, maybe the what, 500,000 bucks you make a month, a lot of that money goes back into, buying computers, things like
Yeah.
that. So it's kind of a wash at the end of the day.
It's not. I'm
It's
not
not enough
making
to live on for sure, right?
nothing at all. Maybe where I live, North Carolina, if I was here by myself, I could probably get by with just doing it. To get a
Yeah.
small little apartment. I mean, rent out here is really cheap compared to where you are.
No, I know. I know. I'm
So,
familiar. I'm
yeah.
very familiar with that. Yeah, that's why I think it's really attractive to younger audiences, especially kids who are still living at home, because they can totally do it and they can put in the grind and eat top ramen and stuff for a couple years while they wait for that
Yeah.
income to come in and save up a little bit. Couple last little questions about your channel that I'm interested in. What video in your mind like was the funnest, or like it's like your all-time favorite video, and maybe it doesn't necessarily have the most views, but it holds like a special thing in your heart, or like you like that video.
I don't know. I really like when I first figured out how to use Daphne within RetroPie, I was like stoked myself because I love Dragon's Lair and stuff like that.
So the how to set up and install Daphne
Yeah.
emulator.
I mean, 11,000 views. Yeah.
Nice. And so you downloaded the emulator and you got it all set up, and then you played some Dragon's Lair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, in that video, I just showed him, what was it? I think just one game, Dragon's Lair. But I've
Yeah.
been using it ever since.
Oh, right on. Yeah, Daphne was a cool system where you can have videos and video games.
Yeah. It was so much fun back in the day. I remember my older brother used to take me to the arcade. And the first time I ever saw that, I was like, how do I play this?
Right,
And we sat there and played, probably put like $10 in the machine,
right
and
on.
still couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, that's the other part about it is it's really
Yeah,
hard.
it is hard.
So, so let's talk a little bit about that. Growing up with video games, what was your first game or your first
NES,
system? NES.
NES, yep, NES with Mario Brothers.
So your parents bought it for you guys, or you had to save up with allowance, or what?
No, my parents actually did. I remember going to Sears and buying the system.
Oh, really?
I was so stoked, coming back home. I was like, this is going to be amazing, and
Right.
then just played the crap out of it forever.
Nice. What was you had Mario Brothers, or what games did you guys get initially?
It was Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, and that's probably the only game we ever had for the system besides renting them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And then did you guys rent a lot? You guys went to Blockbuster or what?
we had a Crystal Video where we lived.
Crystal
It
Video.
was
See,
like,
I don't know
yeah,
that.
it was just a little. I think it was kind of a hometown little video store.
Oh,
And I
nice.
remember playing, was it Bionic Commando?
Yeah,
I want to say some Battletoads and stuff like that.
that's good games. So you rented some good games. Are you just not telling us the bad games you rented?
Yeah, but I don't really remember. Back then everything was awesome.
Right. True that. True that. Everything was like, whoa, that's so cool. Yeah, I
So
hear you.
there is one game I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. I can't explain it to people, but I remember renting it and couldn't get past the first stage. And I've searched online with all my keywords that I can remember, and I cannot find the game. It was just, it was really weird. You were in a mech suit. It was, and these dilapidated buildings. You had to go up and down through the dilapidated building, and you could get out of your mech. It wasn't Blaster Master.
Huh. It kind of
Yeah,
sounds like Rampage a little bit, but you're not animals. You're like a person.
no, This is just, you were in your mech and you could get out to go do other things, climb down little ladders and stuff. And I'm
Wow.
pretty sure it was on NES. And thinking back that long, it could have been a dream.
Right. Oh,
You're
wow.
like, it's like, wow, man. Because I cannot find it anywhere.
So you are you a game developer? Because I know you had a game called His and Her, and then you also
Yeah.
have like some other stuff. Do you develop games?
Well, I used to. I used to do iPhone apps, iPhone games, and Android games, and I got kicked off the Android App Store.
What'd you do?
Made a game called Titty Clicker.
Oh. So,
Seriously, dude. And they like warned me, so I changed it to like Booby Clicker, and then they warned me again and kicked me off.
so you
I was
click
like,
and then it shows you boobs?
no, it was just a bikini, and the whole thing was it was just a click and a counter, very simple, and you get to like 100 clicks, it'll be like as soon as you reach 10,000, see what happens, guys. You get to 10,000, nothing would ever happen in the game. So, but it would go on up until like a million.
That's
So,
awesome.
like I had so many downloads on the game, and people were playing the crap out of it.
Dude,
I was
that's
like, these kids
awesome.
here are sitting there like up to 2 million clicks. Nothing's ever going to happen. It's just a pixel picture of a chick in a bikini.
Wow. You should have figured out a way to like put some like sort of advertising like click thing so like every click got you like a penny from ad revenue from like another website so like you would get like thousands of pennies.
Yeah, like, well, I couldn't spam the click, but I did have ad revenue coming off of it. So
Oh,
every
nice.
so often you would get an ad pop up or a banner or something.
Wow, that's awesome. Was that your idea or like?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, I made a lot of games, dude. Like, one of them called "Are You the Daddy?" It's two petri dishes. You got to spit in the petri dish on your phone, and the other person spits on it. You press the button in the middle, and it'll tell you, "Nah, he's not the daddy. Yeah, he is the daddy." Just totally random. It would just randomly generate an answer.
Wow, wow,
Just little stuff like that.
that's fun. And I bet apps like that do really well. What was the downloads like on those two apps?
Well, on the Booby Clicker, I had about 22,000 downloads on it within a few weeks.
Wow,
And I was
that's
like, man, this is
impressive.
going to be awesome. And then they
Yeah.
kicked me out. And you cannot get back on Google Play. Like,
Oh,
once
you're
you're
like
banned,
blacklisted.
oh, yeah. I would have to move to a different house with a different internet, a different computer, different email,
Wow,
and everything. And there's still a chance that they could find out that it's you.
wow, that
Yeah.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I let my iPhone developer just laps. I let everything go because there's so many people out there making apps that are way
Oh
better.
yeah.
It's just,
What's your degree in, or what did you go to school for?
well, I went to school for computer science. Actually, I went to school and I started rebuilding transmissions. I worked for a place
Oh,
called Cotman Transmission for 6 years. And
wow.
then I moved to Florida. I met my wife, and she literally gave me my first laptop. Never had computers in school.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't even have to learn typing. And then from then on, I was like, I don't want to get my hands dirty anymore. So I started doing Linux. And I actually work for a small security company and run their servers here.
Wow. That's interesting. And so do you work on cars anymore, or is that kind of the last time you did it was with the transmissions?
No, I just sold my last race car.
Oh,
And
you owned like a race car?
yeah, oh yeah, I just sold it last year, probably 7 months ago. Got the
Is
kids and everything. I'm like,
Man, growing up
can't do
sucks
it anymore,
sometimes.
man. Yeah, really does.
What did you have?
Well, this one was Eclipse GSX.
Oh, nice. It's turbo, right?
Yeah, it put down 480 horsepower.
So you're a drag racer, or do you do the circuit?
Well, I love autocross. Like that was it.
Oh,
That
cool.
car was way overpowered for autocross,
That's
though.
a rear wheel drive or all wheel?
That one's the all-wheel drive.
Oh, nice. So that would have been sweet.
Yeah, so I got a new Forester now, so I love my
Nice.
Forester, man. Subaru.
More economical though.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Subaru makes a legit car. The STI is, if you want to autocross, you should have
Oh,
got
yeah.
the STI.
I wish I could afford one, man. Jeez.
Yeah, you get the WRX used for around 10 grand.
I've blown up 3 of them, so
Oh.
yeah.
The truth is coming out in this chat, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm a big Subaru fan, and before I had a 95 GC8, which is the old two-door Impreza. Can't find them anymore. I had a STI version 3 body kit on it, 22B in it, and I mean, it would go, man. I sold it to a guy for 6 grand
Wow.
when I had my first kid because it was a two-door. And every morning I wake up, dude, and I regret selling it every single day.
Damn. That was the one that got away, huh?
That was actually my dream car when I got it. I traded a Turbo Miata for it.
Wow.
Just straight up traded it. The car was stock, and I traded in my Turbo Miata for it.
Do you ever think about calling that person back and seeing if they still have it?
Yeah, he won't let it go.
Oh, you did. So you called them back.
Well, he called me like last month, and he wanted 3 grand for it. He messed the wheel bearings up. He destroyed the car.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll give you 2 grand for it. And he's like, all right. Went to the bank. He never met up with me. The next day I was like, I'll give you 1,500 for it if you really meet me because you already screwed me over.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't want to sell anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. So I offered him 3 grand like
Yeah.
immediately. I was like, okay, I'll give you the 3 grand. And he's like, no, I'm serious. I don't want to sell it. I'm like, damn, man.
Damn. Nice. So you were modifying things, even before computers.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
always took something, and it sounds like Kawasaki. So and your cars have all been imports as well. So, and most of your computers and signal boards are imports as well. So your whole life has been taking imported products and souping them up and hacking
yeah,
into them.
trying to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Have you
trying
ever
not to
put
blow
that?
them up.
Have you ever put that all together? That there's a pattern
No,
there.
actually, no. I
Yeah.
do own one Ford. I got a '95 Ford F-150, so
Okay, that's
love
your
it.
like hauling truck,
Yeah, that's my trash truck.
trash truck.
Yeah.
You guys, oh, do you live out in the boonies where you have to take out your own trash?
No, we just
Oh,
I got the kids, so like every 6 months we'll clean out their closet, all their old toys, all their junk, and just go either donate it or throw it away if it's too broken.
nice.
We got to do it every 6 months, or the house will be full.
Speaking of garbage, do you what do you not that it's garbage, but what do you do with like all the stuff that you do? I know you did a giveaway recently, but what do you do with all this stuff like when you're done? Like I see in the upper right, or I guess it's your upper
Oh
left.
yeah, yeah.
There's that box that guy did a Kickstarter for that you reviewed, and then you
I
have
got
a Nintendo Switch box up there.
yeah. Well, I think that's the class. This is actually the classic edition.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah.
the
Yes,
extra one I bought. Um, Funny story. I got this on Craigslist for $60, like 2 months ago. the guy I contacted the guy, and I was like, he said it was bricked. So I called him up and I said, hey man, did you follow ETA Prime's video? He's like, hold on a second, let me ask my buddy. He's like, yeah, I think that's who it was, you know. And he bricked his system. So I actually put a shirt on, an ETA Prime shirt, went to meet him, and he's like, he didn't want to sell it to me. I
Oh,
was like,
really?
dude, yeah. And I was like, dude. So I got home and like literally 32 seconds later it was unbricked, ready to go.
Oh, shoot. So why did you put on your shirt? Part of the whole deal was you wanted to be incognito, right?
Well, no, I wanted him to know it was me when I got there. You know, it's like,
You
are
wanted
you
to
him?
rub it
I'm
in his
like, yeah,
face.
yeah. I was like, yeah, dude. So I could tell he was very standoffish about wanting to sell it back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I came all this way, $60, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Nice. So
brick.
you're quite the negotiator too.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, and everybody like, I got i7 computers, and everybody's like, oh, you must have so much money. Everything I got is used, dude. I get
Yeah.
Craigslist deals.
Yeah. No, I know. I saw a video the other day where you bought like a Dell computer from like the thrift store for like 40, $50 or something.
Yeah, like right now I'm on a little Lenovo I bought for $100. It's got a nice i5, 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
So I don't own a laptop. I got my work MacBook, and I do not own a laptop myself.
Yeah, people take a lesson here. I think we've been talking about this whole time, right? We talked about brand new S8 versus a used one. We talked about, buying a Raspberry Pi versus something expensive. Now computers, like, and then even cars, right? Like you never bought brand new
No, never had a brand new
Mitsubishis,
car.
but you were buying the Mitsubishis where for their time they were like the shit. You waited 5 or 10 years and then you bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is way smarter. It would be like me buying like an Acura Type R now would be way cheaper than if I was to go
Yeah.
get it. Like the new, if I get, or get go, if I should go buy the Honda Civic Si from 2000 and not buy the new one that's about to get out, this year or whatever.
Yeah, well, that Civic Type R coming out, I used to be into Hondas and stuff. Like, I've never looked at them twice until I saw that new Civic Type R.
It looks clean, right?
And it looks so good.
Yeah, they got the whole autocross look going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. All of them are kind of turning into that kind of hatchbacky look now. The Ford Forza, this one, the Subaru, and then even the R32 VW. That's a clean ass one as well.
Yeah,
You've
I
seen
love.
those?
Like right now, I'm saving up. I'm gonna go get a used Ford Fiesta 2016. I love them.
Are
Always
those
have.
turboed?
Yeah, the Fiesta ST. It's
Nice.
smaller than like the Focus ST, and I've never wanted a Ford until I saw this car. You know, like I
Yeah,
just love it. I've test drove my buddies, and I really want one.
nice. So we were talking about garbage. What about do you do any collecting, like with retro or anything?
Well, I got a bunch of like Game Boy stuff, Game Boy Advance, first gen Game Boy. You know, the original Game Boy
Oh,
games and
okay.
stuff like that. My big problem is I used to collect a lot of action figures, Marvel Legends,
Okay.
and my son got a hold of a lot of them. So everything I get, I can't put on shelves and stuff. They'll find something to stack on something and get up there and get it.
Yeah. So everything you've ever loved, your cars, your action figures, your
It's
wife, have
gone.
been taken from your kids.
Yep,
Yeah, life lesson here. Don't
it's
don't have
worth it. I'm
kids.
telling you, like my brother's got 5 kids, dude. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love them.
No, no,
And
I
I'm
know.
not just saying it, you know, like it's such an amazing experience.
Oh, I
And
imagine.
I got another one on the way now. So
Congrats, congrats. Yeah, you told me yesterday, but
yeah,
for the word's out now, man. Congrats.
eh,
That's awesome. You're going for 5 too to like beat maybe 6
no,
to beat your
three,
brother.
three is it. That's it. Like I'm done.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice. And what do your kids play for games? Like video? Do you let them play video games? Do you restrict them to like certain amount of hours per day? How's that been?
Well, they love playing outside. They'll play for like an hour, 2 hours. They'll play Breath of the Wild, just running around trying to kill goblins and stuff. My daughter loves the Wii U. She plays Mario Kart all the time. And Minecraft she's starting to love Minecraft a lot. So, like, I play these retro games even when I'm not making videos. This is all I really do is after the kids go to bed, I'll play. Neo Geo is my favorite system ever. There's a lot of great games. They're all pretty much the same, you know, but I
Yeah.
love it.
What's your go-to?
Um, like Blazing Star for, shoot 'em ups and stuff like that. Beat 'em ups. I love some. Well, there's a bunch of. I forget what it's called, something Mutant Madness,
Okay, hold on, let me.
but Metal
Mutation
Slug.
Nation.
Yeah, Mutant Nation.
Yeah.
Such a horrible game, but it's great, man.
Okay.
Drift Out is a really
Yeah, I
good game.
love that game. I can see you like the autocross, so it's
Yeah,
kind of that drifting
like when
thing
I
then.
found this years ago, I was like, this is so cool, man. I like one of my favorite games of all time is Automodelista for PS2,
Yeah.
and it came out for GameCube also. Cell shaded, and it looked amazing. I wish they'd make another one. It was like
Nice.
it was a really good racing game, and Capcom kind of flopped on it. But there's a big following behind it now.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a motorcycle guy, and Tourist Trophy was the
Oh,
first game for PlayStation 2 that actually had realistic dynamics for the motorcycle.
yeah,
So I imagine it kind of had a similar thing, but with cars.
yeah, definitely. That well, not Automodelista. It was super fake. Like you could
Oh, it
drift
was.
all day long. But it was just such a great game. Um,
Gotcha. What made
Gran,
it?
Gran Turismo was my jam for PlayStation One.
Yeah, I mean that was considered. It took them what, like 7 years to make it?
Yeah, I think it took them like 10 years for every single one that's ever come out.
Wow, that's crazy. That's got to be epic. I mean, how long did it take you to do your titty clicker?
Probably like 2 nights. Yeah,
whose breast did you use, by the way?
I did some pixel boobies.
Oh wow, so they were ETA Prime created breasts.
Yeah, it was just a pixel art picture with and I put out two versions of it. One for the Amazon App Store, and they had was a different bikini design.
Oh, so
It
so
was
there's
nothing
two
bad.
versions of it. Do you
Yeah, it
still
was
have
nothing
it?
bad
Do you
at
still
all.
have that photo somewhere?
I probably do actually.
Did you make money? You said you were running ads. The app was free though, so you're running
Yeah,
ads when the app was
it
free
was a free app, and it made some decent cash.
through
And
the
then
ads.
through the
Can you
ads.
tell us now that it's been so long ago? Like how much did you make total?
Off of that one game, I probably made about $800, but it was only up for, let's
Oh, I
say,
thought you were gonna say more than that, but that's
no,
good for like
yeah,
5 cents per ad or whatever.
exactly. And it's not even that sometimes.
Yeah, no, I know the CPMs
Sometimes
are
you get like a half a
garbage.
cent.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, I know. Now that I think about it, it's a lot. I don't know. Somewhere in my head, I was thinking like 10, 20 grand. I don't know
Oh, I wish. Gosh. If I could have kept it on over time, I could have made some good money on it.
Did you play Neo Geo at all when you were younger, or was this something you found later with emulation and stuff?
Well, I used to play the Neo Geo MVS in the arcade, and it was mostly all we ever had was like Metal Slug 1 or
Yeah,
Metal Slug 4,
yeah, that was by
depending on
far
where
the
you
most
went.
common.
And that was pretty much, and some Final Fight. And is it Final Fight for Neo Geo?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Fighters of Fighters or whatever, something of whatever. And there's like a bunch of them for every single year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get, the
King
ultra
of Fighters, right?
King of Fighters. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not big on King of Fighters at all.
Yeah, me
But
neither. But it's like if it's just like some people are into Street Fighter, some people are into King of Fighters.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like I'd much rather play some Street Fighter than that. But
yeah,
I love the artwork, and yeah, it was just mostly in the arcade, the MVS system. It was that and Metal Slug. That's pretty much it. And I always loved Metal Slug.
yeah. Metal Slug is way. Have you beaten all of them?
Not every single. I think Metal Slug X was it Vehicle Assault. I haven't
Yeah, yeah,
gone
yeah.
through.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to do a video on like 2 coins to do Metal Slug 4.
Oh, can you
It's
do that?
so hard. Me and my buddy have done it one time on 2 coins each.
Do you think maybe it was a fluke, or do you think you can repeat it?
I think we could do it. Like, but then when you get there, it's like, oh man, we got to start over again. Like speed running a game.
Yeah, yeah. Have you watched people do that before on
Oh
YouTube?
man, it's crazy. These guys get into it.
Oh yeah, and just think about how frustrating it is. I think it depends on the game too, though, because like Mario Brothers, it's only like a 4 minute game, right?
Yeah,
Where like this one guy was doing Mario 64, which is like a 45-minute speed run game. So I can only imagine if you get to like 43 minutes and then you make a mistake, like how demoralizing is that?
yeah. Like Zelda Ocarina of Time. I think it's like 18 minutes now, maybe a little less than that.
That's doable, right? But still, 18 is it's a lot if you got to do it, 10, 20 times in a night.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Yeah,
These games are all the same. Like, but I love beat 'em ups. Side-scrolling beat 'em ups doesn't matter what it is. I love them.
nice. Do you like so like Ninja Turtles, Battletoads, all those
Yep,
classics? The Simpsons arcade game,
one of my favorites. One of everybody's favorite. That was
right?
another one. X-Men 6-player cab. They had it at
Oh
our
yeah.
local Aladdin's Castle, which was our arcade here, and
There's
Simpsons 4-player.
nice. Nice. So you guys actually had like four people playing at the same time?
Oh yeah, yeah, all the time.
Nice.
Like, and you'd run up and somebody, you'd have like three people playing and you jump in there. They didn't want you in there, but you do it anyway. Like, dude, you know, we're gonna play.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. So these people that you used to play with, are you still in contact with them or just a few of them?
Two of them actually. Like
Oh,
I've,
nice.
yeah, he actually still lives in town, and it's pretty crazy. Like we've known each other. We don't really talk anymore. Every other week I'll text him or whatever. He'll text me, but it's like we got our own stuff going on. So
Did you hook them up with the pie?
no, he doesn't even like he plays Xbox.
Oh, he's
So
a modern gamer.
it's ridiculous how much he plays.
Oh, really? Like you can almost count on him on being on like Xbox Live?
Oh, he's on. Yeah, he'll be on till like 3 tonight.
Wow. You know that's actually the fastest, not the fastest, but that has the highest ad revenue, CPM, is
Yeah,
kids
live. Oh yeah,
is live and then kids toy unboxing and kid vlogs.
it's crazy, man.
That
Those
one,
unboxings.
yeah, and the kids do it though. You have to have the kids do it. So that's what
I
you got
don't
to do,
know.
man. Is maybe switch up your content, and have your kids on there, and just some
Yeah,
opening
I had
stuff.
stopped them from watching those shows. Like they wanted to watch these unboxing shows all the time. I'm like, you're not watching that.
Did they? Why do you think it's just like rotting their brain, reality TV, or is it that you don't want them to think like that you have to buy them all this stuff?
That's exactly what it is. And my daughter was getting to the point where like, well, this guy, this kid got this, and I'm like, dude, I'm not, he just got $3,000 worth of toys he unboxed, and he made a lot of money doing it.
You should have said this. You'd be like, listen, you want to sit here and do 2 hours of content and then edit a video for 2 hours, then I'll buy it for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't see all the all the back end stuff and everything. And plus, I mean, a lot of those kids probably aren't even happy. I have to imagine that like those parents have to be slightly forcing their kids to do it.
they have to be. And then on their birthday, what do they, what's the surprise,
Yeah,
Birthday
right. It's like,
is just like another unboxing day. I got my daughter doing gymnastics now, and like she's excelling at it very well. And they actually upped her two different age groups in a different class.
wow,
Yeah,
awesome.
because she started with like the toddler type class, and on the second day they were like, we're gonna move her up a class.
Wow, awesome, dude. Do you or your wife have any like natural abilities or things that you might be better than most people at?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Like I don't know where she got it from. It's definitely
yeah,
not from
I have
either of
no
us.
clue.
Have you been watching your Postman or like the Milkman lately? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I actually thought about that. Dude, the mailman the other day was out there doing backflips, so I was
Oh,
like,
right.
no.
Oh, that's funny. Do you watch any other YouTubers?
Like H3H3,
Yeah, he's so good.
iDubbbz. I love iDubbbz.
Yeah, he puts a lot of time into his videos.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that's really it. It's just so hard, and when you're doing it too, it's really hard to get back on and start watching stuff. But I do wait for H3H3. Dude, is that Shebra in the background
Is that her?
dancing? I don't know, man. It looks like her.
That's your titty clicker over there.
Yeah, almost.
One of the best games I think with incorporating like nudity or sex into the game was Duke Nukem.
Yeah, I love. Like I tried the newer. It's not new anymore, but the recent one that came out, I couldn't even get past the first level on it. It's
It
like
was hard.
so much fun back in the day, but now, like Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know if you ever played that.
I probably have, but is that for like was that do they have it on Scum VM or whatever?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I really got into it, but I think I've seen like some scenes and stuff. It was pretty good game.
yeah. It was crazy.
Favorite word?
Um, I cuss a lot, but I never cuss on my videos, so the F word is my favorite word.
Oh, nice. What do you do that just to keep it like PG?
Yeah, yeah. And I can't, like I try so hard not to say it in front of the kids, but it slips out. So
Yeah. Do they say it after you say it?
no, no.
That's good.
Luckily, like my daughter knows it. She's like, "Oh, Daddy, you don't need me saying that."
Do you have a guilty pleasure?
Um, yeah. Family Guy and hot boneless chicken wings.
Boneless. Where do you get those at?
We got a wing stop here, and then there's another place that's super good. I totally forget what it's called. My
So,
wife picks it up, but God, dude, I need some boneless wings right now.
eh, so I've never been to a Wingstop. So which one do I order? What do we order when we go there?
Oh, dude, just get the hot buffalo, and I like boneless, but if you want the bone in, you can get that. Get the hot buffalo wings.
Boneless, they just take out the bones, or they like manufactured to not have the bone.
I guess it's just a genetically bred boneless chicken.
Wow.
No, no, I don't know. I really like. I guess it's just a piece of the chicken breast itself.
Right, and kind of reshaped or something.
Yeah, so like that. Oh man, like I've been real. Like since I had kids, I've gained 5 years, 40 pounds. Like I
Wow.
got, yeah, it's so hard to do. I take them outside and stuff, and I'm like, by the time I see them running around, I'm like, I can't do it.
You're just too
I don't
tired.
want to. Yeah,
Yeah, my brother-in-law has a newborn, and he's always been a scrawny dude, and he's got a little belly right now.
yeah, it'll get to you, man. You get the kids, and then one of the big things is like I got my wife. I've been with her for a long time, even before we had kids. I think we were together for 6 years, married for 6 years, and like I'm not trying to impress anybody, man. So
That's
like
awesome.
it
So you're
don't,
very comfortable.
yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, do you think that I kind of think it's sleep. They say that like the lack of sleep is actually not only bad for your metabolism, but it's really bad for your appetite as well.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Speaking of, it's late, brother, so we'll get through this, man. Favorite movie?
Um, dude, it's so hard.
Family Guy.
Blade Runner.
So are you stoked for the remake then?
Yes, I am, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be horrible. I don't care if it's horrible, man. I think it's going to be done very well. And what's that dude's name? Gosling or whatever. He
Yeah,
does
yeah,
an
yeah.
amazing job, and he's been in some really good movies, man.
Yeah, no, Ryan Gosling and Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds is the other one, or they're both pretty good.
yeah, both of them are really good,
The other guy's
man.
the one that played in Deadpool, right?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Both of them are surprisingly decent for like pretty boys.
yeah.
Nice. All right, let's move to the lightning round. You ready for this? This is quick fire questions. You got one or the other.
All right,
All
do
right.
it.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Not interesting. Why?
I love tea. Like even sugarless hot tea.
But you're from North Carolina too. Don't you guys do the sweet tea thing, or is that like a
We
Nashville thing?
no, we do the sweet tea. Like I love some sweet tea, but when we're talking about hot tea in the morning, no coffee, definitely.
You
Just hot
kind of, you
tea.
kind of, you kind of like an accent just came out of you once you started talking
Yeah.
about sweet
Oh,
tea.
I'm telling you, man. Like I've lived here all my life, so when you go to a restaurant here and you say sweet tea, they bring you sweet tea with ice in it. I've been
Right.
other places, say, let me get sweet tea. They're like, you want sugar in it? I'm like, I just said sweet tea. Or, I'm like,
Do you not understand?
yeah, like, just crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Books or movies?
Movies,
Okay. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke,
Early bird or night owl?
Night Owl,
Nice. Chocolate or vanilla?
chocolate,
Introvert or extrovert?
introvert.
Ah, interesting. So, and yet you're on YouTube every day.
Yeah, I know.
Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo,
Mario or Zelda?
Mario.
Mario
It's
or
hard, but I
Mario or
grew up with
Yoshi?
Yoshi.
Oh, okay. So Yoshi trumps.
Yeah, most definitely.
So you're saying you grew up with it? Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, growing up with it, we didn't have a Sega, like you said, the Sega versus what NES,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nintendo. Um, so I'm not a big Sega fan at all. Like I love Sonic, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and I find that funny that that as humans, we we have like a lot of nostalgia, right, for like what we grew up with,
Yep,
and that branding, carries over.
it does,
And
man.
what about your kids? So they're growing up with Nintendo as well, then.
Yep, Nintendo, like, um, my daughter, I can hum the song from the first Mario, and even when she was young, little, like 2 years old, she knew what it was,
Right,
like
right.
Mario.
Nice, nice. And you were saying earlier that she plays a lot of Mario Kart too, so
Yeah,
I see
she
it now.
loves.
Okay, what else do we got here? PC or Mac?
Okay, I love Mac. I use a Mac every single day. I have two Hackintoshes, and I use my Mac more than I do my PC.
Really? Wow. Why? What
And
is
I
it? What is
I
it?
don't use it for gaming at all. My Windows is my gaming machine, but for web browsing, email, even video editing, Mac.
Interesting. Picnic or nice restaurant?
Nice restaurant.
Yeah. Do you have a particular cuisine you go for?
Nah, boneless hot wings. No, I don't know.
I don't know
Not
if you can get
really.
those on the menu.
No, I don't think you can.
Skydive or bungee jump?
Neither, dude. I hate heights.
Really?
Yeah, there's no way, dude. I can't even climb a tree.
Would you just be like, would you just be paralyzed, or would you actually like puke
Oh,
or have some?
I would get sick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't be a good recipe.
No.
No. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel. Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Shower in the morning or in the evening?
Both. Got a
All day,
shower
every day.
addiction.
Oh, really? How many showers do you
Yeah.
take a day?
No, I take two. Like back when I was younger, I actually had when I was little,
You had
like I would
OCD?
always, yeah, I would always freaking like want to take a shower. Be like 5, 6 showers a day, and
Was it?
I wasn't like playing with myself. I just loved being in the hot water in the shower, dude.
Wow. Oh, so it wasn't a I had to be clean thing. It was I
No,
really
no,
liked it. Oh, okay.
like comfort.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is. I mean, I love it. It's like being in a
Yeah,
hot tub. Like who doesn't want
yeah.
to be in there? Saver or spender?
Spender,
Really? What do you spend it on?
kids.
But before that, it was cars.
Yeah, cars and little toys and stuff.
Nice. Tattoos or piercings?
Neither.
Neither. Not a fan. What
Not a
about
fan.
if your partner had them? Do you like that or no?
I mean, it wouldn't matter too much, but I'm not a fan of piercings or tattoos. I got one tattoo.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, right there.
What does it say?
Nothing. It was a cross from when I was like 13 years old, and it just wore off. It was Indian ink and a needle.
Oh, wow. Are you religious?
No,
It was
not
just
at all. Yeah, dude, we'd get stoned and be like, dude, let's go do some Indian ink tattoos, man.
And so you just get like a safety pin or something and some ink?
Yeah, and just start tapping at it.
Wow. That's a good story though.
Yeah, like back, my buddy like did a whole thing on his back. I was like, you don't need to be doing this, man. You know,
Whoa. Is it still there?
like, oh yeah, this thing, dude, this is never gonna go away. I wish I could get it to go away.
Yeah, I think you could. You'd probably just have to do the laser remover.
Yeah, cut this thing out.
Crushed or cubed ice?
Crushed.
Crushed. Very adamant about that. So in your sweet
Yeah,
tea, you get the crushed ice, not
got
the
the
cube.
crushed ice. Like I said, I don't cuss. I even if I do cuss, I'll bleep it out. Like I always just try to be clean with it. Anybody can watch the videos.
Yeah.
And when I do my tutorials, I try to get, and a lot of people, a lot of Linux users. Now, I work with Linux every single day. I've been using it for years. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not a command line, it's the terminal. I know that, but the guy who just started out doesn't know that. And if I say it's a command line, it's totally fine. It doesn't matter. It's like the
Damn.
pronunciation.
Yeah, it's funny when I was interviewing who was I interviewing? Oh, Simply Austin. That came up. I don't know if I ended up putting that in the video or not. That he was saying that like a lot of these communities, like the Linux community, or like it's like a track mode community or some other little community, they become toxic over time. Where you get these people that just are just so politically correct all the time, and
Yep.
like you have to say the right word. Oh, no, you didn't say it right,
Yep.
and then basically it turns the whole community toxic, and nobody wants to even be there because it's like, dude, you're being an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, and I make these videos. My 5-year-old daughter can follow my videos. That's how I do it. I structure them, like when I teach her stuff. That's how I do my videos. I'm not trying to talk down to anybody.
Yeah.
Some people are like, "Oh, you're treating us like babies." I'm like, "No, dude. The kid besides you's never done this before, and he watches this video, and now he can do it. It worked."
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that a lot. And because there are people in there that are smartasses or people that know a lot that probably do think you're talking down to them, but they're not in the
Yeah,
shoe. They're not in the shoes of
exactly.
somebody else. You made it through. You made it through the interview. Thank you very much for coming on. It's
Yeah,
been
man.
really
Thank you.
interesting. You're welcome. You're welcome. So the floor is yours now. You've earned it. How do we find you, and what are you up to?
Check me out, ETA Prime. I mean, I don't even know. Seriously, I don't even know like my URL, but you can check it down in the description. Check out the channel. I got something on Facebook maybe too. You can go check out. I don't even know what the URL to that is.
It'll be
But
in
if
the
you
description below.
okay, yeah, it'll be there too. But if you search on Google, you can definitely find me.
Nice. And then you got what, 5 more single board computer unboxings to do? You're going to
Yeah,
continue to show some more themes on Emulation Station. What else you got?
uh, new arcade cab come in 2 days. It should be all good to go. I'll do a unboxing and everything on it. So
Nice. So we got an arcade cabinet, and then we can always count on you to like if a new single board computer comes out, or the Raspberry Pi 4. I mean, you were the first one with the Raspberry Pi 4 video.
yeah, dude, I was in Magpie last month too.
Really?
Like one of the last pages. Yeah, it was. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Nice, nice. That was pretty clutch. Pretty clutch. April Fool's joke.
Dude, everybody hated it.
Oh, really? Who's
Oh my god,
everybody?
dude, I had so many dislikes on that video.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the whole
I'm like, come on,
purpose.
dude, it's April Fools, man. I had a lot of good sports though.
Yeah,
A lot of people liked it. A lot of people were just pissed off because they got tricked.
yeah. I think you changed the title eventually, right?
Oh yeah,
To April
after
Fools.
April Fools was over, I did the yeah.
42,000 views though, man. That's impressive. Were you
I turned the dislikes and likes off.
oh,
I
you
only have
did?
this. Yeah, I got 2 videos that I've done that to. I did a video Halo on the Raspberry Pi. In the description and the thumbnail was Halo 2600 for the Atari 2600. Everybody was mad.
Yeah. Wow. And then the Halo one though got a lot of views as well, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, were these premeditated? Like, did you have this plan like way before April Fools, or did you kind of think of it at the last minute?
No, I woke up in the morning and I was like, dude, it's April Fools. Let me do this. So I grabbed a board out of the box. It was a Rose Apple Pi, old single board computer that I had. And
Wow.
I was just like, let's do a video, man.
That's awesome. I thought it was awesome. Like, I thought it was a really good idea. So,
Yeah, everybody was freaking out. They were like, "Oh my gosh, dude!" And then they'd comment before they watch the video. How much is it? Where can I
right,
buy
right,
one
right.
right now? And I'm like, just watch the video, man.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Take it easy, guys.